An arboretum is essentially an outdoor tree museum. We do a lot of scientific research here, what it takes for trees and plants to survive and how they deal with changes in their environment. We also use that research to create some best practices on how people can care for trees and plants in their neighborhood. You can really get out to nature if you want to at the Arboretum. All of our roads are one way, so once you come in, you can drive, and eventually if you drive far enough, you'll be back where you started, so you don't have to stress too much about knowing where you are. But you can get really deep into our woods and our different collections here. I think even just spending time in nature is more important than ever today. The past couple of years have definitely shown just how critical it is to have green space for everyone's even just health and mental well-being, and the Arboretum is a really great resource for that, for the community. The Arboretum has a 1,700-acre footprint, and you can definitely just come and explore and enjoy on your own. But if you want something more guided, we have a ton of programs and classes and experiences that someone can register for. Our public-facing programs are all built around connecting people to nature, and we can do that with people of all ages. A through line through those age groups is getting people to think differently about trees and plants in their area, and then hopefully learn a little bit about what it takes to care for them. If you want to get a little more advanced and learn about how to start doing natural areas conservation work on your own, we've got classes for that. And then there's also a ton of art-based and wellness-based programs year-round. It's never too early to start engaging with nature, and to that point we have a 4 acres children's garden. 5 different areas, a playground structure, our Wonder Pond area, all designed around safe exploration that really helps children spark their natural curiosity in the world around them. I really love our youth volunteer program. Not only does it show how impactful spending a summer as a volunteer can be at the Arboretum for the volunteers, we're helping people explore STEM and think about possible future career paths. What's interesting about having the chance to do different volunteer roles in the garden for a middle and high school age student is that you pick up non-STEM skills as well. People feel more confident, in themselves after spending a summer talking to guests. They feel a deeper connection not just to nature but to the Arboretum because they've spent the summer with us. We've literally helped a generation of STEM professionals find pathways into the field.
First experience with the Arboretum was as a kid. My parents enrolled me in the summer science camp program. I did that 2nd grade all the way through 8th grade, and then I got to the point where I couldn't do this anymore. And I asked one of my instructors, how do I keep being involved with the Arboretum? And he told me, well, you can volunteer. There's this new children's garden. They're having a volunteer program. Why don't you join that? So I joined the volunteer program, did that as long as I could, and then I went, now what? And they said, well, you can volunteer in the soil sciences lab. So I did that. And then I went to college, and now my job is to teach people about the Arboretum through the tram tours. If you told, 8th grade me that this is where I'd be now, I'd be like, really? You can actually work here? Yeah, I mean, it really is, I would say, a dream come true. Stewardship, for me, it starts with looking around you and not just seeing what's around you, but knowing what's around you. And from there, you can learn more about what things you can do to help your environment, help your community. We're an educational and research institution with 1,700 acres of trees from all over the world. And it's not just trees, there's lots of flowers and shrubs and gardens and all kinds of special events. It's a place, as arboretums go, that's unlike any other, I would say. When I am going out for a hike, I don't like to listen to music or tune out. I like to tune in. So I'm a certified arborist in addition to all of my other things that I do. And tree identification and flower identification relies on all of your senses. It's not just seeing a leaf. You can feel a leaf, you can feel bark texture, you can smell flowers. It's a complete sensory experience. And the only way that you're going to have a proper understanding of the natural world is by having that sensory experience. You don't get that in a classroom. I mean, starting young is crucial, especially now in the world that we live in. The more we can educate younger generations about the world that we live in and the way the planet is changing, the more we have a base for the future to be able to, activate some change and really create positive change that will benefit the planet long term.